She checked out of the play, just for a moment. But then, she came back. One more cross, one more hesitation, and then she rose. Deep three. Bottom of the net. Again, and again. Caitlin Clark didn't just return to the court after her quad injury. She erupted like a supernova, rewriting WNBA history in just 38 seconds, right in front of the defending champions, the undefeated New York Liberty. What unfolded inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse wasn't a basketball game. It was a seismic shift. A statement. A warning shot to the entire league that the Indiana Fever are no longer just rebuilding, they're ready to destroy legacies. The Liberty had been untouchable. A perfect 9-0 record. Their opponents didn't just lose, they got humiliated. Game after game, New York ran their offense like a machine. Sabrina Ionescu, Breanna Stewart, and Jonquel Jones formed a core that looked almost unbeatable. Their pick-and-roll defense was airtight. Their scoring was effortless. Teams studied film for hours, created custom game plans, and still walked off the court battered and confused. For weeks, the conversation wasn't about who could beat them. It was about how long they'd stay perfect. But perfection doesn't last in the WNBA, especially when Caitlin Clark is on the schedule. After sitting out 5 games with a strained quad, Clark's return on June 14th was met with cautious optimism. Could she pick up where she left off? Would she be rusty? Would the Fever crumble again under the weight of a championship-level opponent? The answers came fast, faster than anyone expected. Before tip-off, the mood was electric. Every seat was filled. ESPN was broadcasting. Analysts were buzzing. The Liberty were confident. Too confident. They expected a coronation. Instead, they got a coronation of chaos. From the moment Clark checked in, something changed. The tempo shifted. The fans leaned forward. And then it happened, 3 three-pointers in 38 seconds, each deeper than the last. From 34 feet. From 31 feet. Then again from 31 feet. Defender in her face. Didn't matter. Off balance. Who cares? This wasn't just skill. It was magic. A historic sequence that turned the Liberty from dominant champions into stunned spectators. The arena exploded. Fans were screaming. Even Breanna Stewart cracked a smile, because what she was witnessing was absurd. Clark had scored 9 points in under a minute, single-handedly erasing the Liberty's 11-point lead. The Fever bench went wild. The Liberty coaches called timeout, but the damage had already been done. Confidence shattered. Momentum stolen. Their perfect season, hanging by a thread. By halftime, Clark had already poured in 25 points, a career high for any first half. She didn't just return, she returned with a vengeance. She added 9 assists, 8 rebounds, and 7 made threes by the end of the night, setting an all-new WNBA record. No other player in league history had ever posted that exact stat line. Not Diana Taurasi. Not Maya Moore. Not Sue Bird. No one. Only Caitlin. And she wasn't alone. Because this wasn't just a one-woman show, it was a symphony. Lexi Hull had the game of her life. Career highs in points, rebounds, assists, steals, you name it. She's quietly been leading the league in three-point percentage, but this night? She exploded. Her movement without the ball opened lanes for Clark. Her spot-up shooting kept the defense honest. When Hull is hot, the Fever offense becomes a nightmare to guard. And she was blazing. Then came Aaliyah Boston. A unicorn in the paint. The only center in the league averaging over 4 assists per game. On this night, she controlled the tempo from the inside out. Her vision, her patience, her ability to read the defense, it was surgical. One moment she's setting a screen, the next she's threading a no-look pass to a backdoor cutter. Boston's presence turns Indiana into a positionless offensive machine. Kelsey Mitchell. Clutch. With 22 points and big-time buckets every time the Liberty threatened to claw back. In the fourth quarter, when New York tried to go on a run, it was Mitchell who silenced them with a dagger 3. Or a slashing layup through traffic. Her ability to take over possessions gave Clark just enough breathing room to keep doing what she does best, torch the net. And let's not forget Sydney Colson. The veteran point guard came off the bench like a stabilizer, logging 10 points and 6 assists. Every time Clark needed a breather, Colson was there to maintain the energy. No drop-off. No confusion. Just professional execution. The Fever's ball movement was flawless. Their defense was suffocating. They forced the Liberty to play at Indiana's pace, not the other way around. Gone was the confident New York team that waltzed into the arena thinking they were invincible. By the fourth quarter, they looked like they were trying to escape a nightmare. Their body language sagged. Their defensive communication broke down. The Fever had stolen their identity. Final score, Indiana Fever 102, New York Liberty 88. The Liberty's undefeated run was over, but that wasn't the story. The story was the blueprint the Fever unveiled, how you break giants by being faster, hungrier, and smarter. Clark didn't just tie records. She shattered them. She now holds the WNBA record for the most 30-point, 5-rebound, 5-assist games by any player in their first 2 seasons, surpassing Candace Parker. She became the fastest player since Cynthia Cooperdike and Simone Augustus to hit 850 career points, doing it in just 45 games. Diana Taurasi needed 565 games to hit 9 performances where she either scored or assisted on 50-plus points. Clark. She's already at 9 in just 45. At this pace, she could pass Taurasi's mark by the end of the season. The legacy she's crafting isn't just about scoring. It's about impact. She stretches the floor farther than any guard in league history. She forces defenses to extend 35 feet from the basket. That opens up cuts, backdoors, and mismatches that no team can fully prepare for. She's not just playing basketball, she's redefining it. And yet, what makes this Fever win so dangerous for the rest of the league is how cohesive it was. Clark was brilliant, but everyone else was brilliant too. It was the perfect storm. The right timing. The right mindset. A complete buy-in from the entire roster. The blueprint was born. Head coach Stephanie White said it best, this group stays together. They draw strength from each other. And that was clear from tip to final buzzer. Indiana didn't blink when the Liberty made their push. They didn't collapse when momentum shifted. They stayed composed. Focused. Hungry. This wasn't a lucky night. This was evolution. Indiana moved to 5-5 and took first place in the Commissioner's Cup standings in the Eastern Conference. But the standings don't tell the full story.